Hey guys, my name's Komasan and welcome to another week of Fnaf Weekly News, a series I do every week that covers this week's past FNAF news. And this week, we got a whole lot of merch news, like per usual. I know last week we didn't get a lot of merch news, but this week we got a whole bunch. We got some game news that you guys want to stick around for because it's some great news if you like Five Nights at Freddy's. And also, we got some FNAF movie news. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot with the algorithm and stuff like that. But let's just jump right into the merch news. So we got an exclusive first prototype of Hex's upcoming Cuddly Spring Chat Plus. Changes for the final product include bigger teeth, shorter wires, white threads in the eyes, and addition of a chest button. So this is a new type of plushies that I'm pretty sure Hex are doing. Kind of new, kind of not new. I'm pretty sure they did this with the FNAF 1 movie when it came out. But we got a prototype of this new Spring Chat plushie, which looks like the normal Hex plushie, not gonna lie. But there's gonna be an addition of a chest button. So maybe some like sound effects, maybe some voice lines. That would be pretty cool, honestly, but I'm just hoping. But this plushie looks the same as the normal Hex plushie, but like in a smaller, more cuddly form. So this is pretty cool. This is just a prototype, so it's gonna be a while before we hear any more news about this, but this is still some pretty cool stuff. And we got some more Hex news. So Darko shares updates on Hex's Five Nights at Freddy's. So Cuddly Toys and Spring Chat plushies, Puppet keychains, Security Breach Wave 2 hoodie, Mango hoodie, and FNAF 1 character hoodies released next week. Oh man, that's a lot of hoodies. And next waves after Security Breach Wave 2 are FNAF 4 and FNAF 6. So FNAF 4 and Pizzeria Simulator. First, let's look at the new plushies of the Cuddly plushies. The image is kind of cropped out, so let me just pop up the big photo for you guys. Here's what they look like. I think they're very cute. My favorite one is probably Toy Chica. I don't know why. She's just so cute looking. I just like the rosy cheeks and her hairdo, basically. She's my favorite, but the other ones like Freddy and Toy Bonnie look pretty good too. Then we got Spring Chat, which we just talked about. He looks pretty normal, but I'm the biggest fan of the Toy Chica. I just think it's so cute. That's the thing with Hex plushies. They're so cute. They're so cute, you know, even though they kill people and stuff you in a suit, but they're so cute in these kind of like plushie Hex forms. Then we also got the Hex Puppet keychain, which is like a tiny puppet keychain. I'm pretty sure it's like a tiny Hex plushie without like, you know, the magnets and stuff. So it's just like a little plushie on a keychain, which looks pretty cute. I personally want to buy it because I know some of the stuff gets pretty pricey, but I did talk to Darko before this, and he explained why things are so expensive. Then we got more hoodies, and we got the Security Breach hoodies that look pretty good. We got like Glam Rock Bonnie on it. We got Vanny in the background, and I'm thinking Glitch Trap in the way back. Then we also got a badass Mango t-shirt that looks very fierce, very scary, which is probably like, there's a lot of good Hex plushies, but this one, not gonna lie, looks pretty good, guys. It looks pretty good. So these are coming out next week, apparently. So pick them up when they come out. And the next wave's gonna be, next waves are gonna be FNAF 4 and FNAF 6. So if you like those games, keep an eye out. I just know for a fact that the FNAF 4 and 6 ones are gonna be crazy because his animatronics are really detailed and stuff like that. So I know the hoodies are gonna be crazy to look at. Also, we got some new Five Nights at Freddy's merch from Hotopic. I haven't been doing a Hotopic in such a long time, but they got some new t-shirts apparently. So we got a pillow featuring characters from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and arcade bind blocks enable pins. So these are like these pins of cabinets, I'm guessing. But let's look at the hoodies for. So we got a puppet, and we got the FNAF 2 animatronic, toy animatronics, except for Mango. Mango is kind of cut out though. These are very Hot Topic. They're kind of like, you know, one's a little like 2005 vibe with the font. Like it reminds me of a new metal band. Guys, I like new metal. I know edgy stuff, but I really like it. But the font reminds me of that. They look pretty cool though, pretty cool. Not sure about the FNAF 2 toy animatronic ones. They kind of look a little bit dorky in that font. It's just so weird to see with Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like if Five Nights at Freddy's 4, yeah, that makes sense. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that's kind of cut into the edge a little bit. Then we also got a FNAF 4 one with all the Nightmare animatronics, and it says "Don't be scared." Kind of hard not to be scared when there was like 5 scary animatronics that I'm hallucinating that are to make me go crazy. And then we also got the pins, like I said before, and they look pretty cool. I got nothing really much to say about them. They're kind of lame, not gonna lie. But I like the t-shirts. They're kind of like different and kind of, honestly, kind of a little bit strange for Five Nights at Freddy's. It doesn't really fit in my personal opinion, but it's still cool nonetheless. But these are going to be some new mods at Hot Topic. And surprisingly, BioWare is releasing a mini backpack plus of the stuffed Freddy Fazbear suit from the game over screen in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And I'm surprised about this. So new stuffed Freddy mini backpack from it's adding Spencers. So I'm guessing BioWare owns Spencers. If you're a minor, don't go to Spencer's. Maybe tell your parents to pick this up if you're trying to go get it, because Spencer's is kind of like weird. It's like kind of like half like weird, like more it's like pop culture and stuff, and half is like a sex shop. So if you're a kid, please don't go though. But this new plushie is pretty cool. I really like the detail of the eyes popping out, just like the game over screen, which is probably one of the goaliest moments in Five Nights at Freddy's history, second to, like, you know, the stabbing scene, well, not the stabbing scene, the spring lock scene, and the bite of 83. So very cool plushie. I really like the arms kind of like had the metal on it too, so it feels like an animatronic kind of in the eyes. It's so scary, but this is gonna be a mini backpack, so you can put, like, I don't know, crayons and body, you know, the poor corpse that just got crushed inside that body. So yeah, so this is pretty cool, honestly. I really think that is a cool idea for a backpack. And also, Hot Topic is releasing more new mods for Withered Bonnie and Withered Chica for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Character illustrations are all by Stupid Butterfly. And like previously, they're kind of edgy. They kind of remind me of the Stranger Thing font with, like, the Withered Chica and Withered Bonnie. We got Withered Bonnie doing his iconic pose in FNAF 2 when he's, you know, trying to kill you with his hand coming out, trying to reach for that mask, you know, trying to take it off. Then we also have Withered Chica, kind of a different pose than the one from the game, but still cool. Just like looking sideways a little bit, but like they got some ore coming off of them. Bonnie, for some reason, is red. He's going Super Saiyan God. Then we got Chica is going Super Saiyan Rose, so that's pretty funny. But I honestly think these are all pretty cool. But, like, you know, Hot Topic, they're going for that vibe, the 2005 vibe, early 2000s vibe with the aesthetic. It's really funny. But these are some new mods that are releasing. And for the final mods, we got the Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic U2's collection is now available. Includes figures of M2 and White Tiger, plushies of Party Time Chica, White Tiger, and Milliken Man, and pins. We talked about this last week, so I'm not going to get into the depths of it. But basically, there's a brand new lot of plushies. I like the Party Time Chica one. It's very cute. We got some new figures of M2 and Tiger Walk or White Tiger, or it's Tiger Walk, I don't know why. I still haven't finished the game, guys. Come on, like, give me a break. And also we got some pins. I like the plushies way more, like I said previously in the last video, but these are out now, so pick them up while they're still available. And that was all for the merch news of this week, but now let's jump into the game news. So we got our first look at the Blighted Screenshot model in Dead by Daylight X Five Nights at Freddy's, releasing on October 31st, revealed in Game News tab. Kind of not. I think it got leaked, I'm pretty sure. But here is what the model looks like. The thumbnail has a better, like, illustration version of it that's gonna appear on the shop, or maybe like a little profile picture on the game you can get when you buy, like, bundles and stuff like that. Maybe that's gonna happen. I don't know. But the Blighted skin is pretty crazy looking. I really like it. I know the image on the right of this, like, Johnny Block's post, it doesn't really bring the justice on how cool the skin actually looks. At first I was like, this skin's kind of lame, but in game it actually looks amazing. It's fantastic. Probably one of the best Blighted skins, and I'm a fan of some of them, but not all the Blighted skins. Like, Ghostface. I love the Blighted Ghostface, but I can never use it because it's so blight and people are gonna see me far away when I'm playing a stealth killer, so it's kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. Ghostface really needs a rework. But besides that point, the skin is pretty cool. It's very detailed, has ooze from blight coming off of it. If you don't know who blight is a Dead by Daylight killer. He would, like, this every Halloween, I'm just guessing, this stabs people with his serum. It's really strange, but, like, this is a version of Springtrap with, like, body parts being exposed in metal. It's a man and machine combined together, basically. It's kind of what he was already, but, like, more graphic, basically. And this is coming out on October 31st, so save up your money. I think these skins cost like $10 or $20, so they're kind of pricey, but they are available all year round after October 31st, I'm pretty sure, so you don't gotta worry about missing out. It's just pretty cool to have, you know? And the biggest thing for this week, it is game news. That's surprising, I know. It hasn't been like that for a while. But Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit and Bendy in the Ink Machine will be released for free on the Epic Games Store for October 30th to November 6th. And this is some crazy news. I kind of predicted this in the last video because it just kind of made sense. October 30th, you know, Epic Games does give out some free games, and, like, oh, Into the Pit is coming to the Epic Games Store. This is like a perfect opportunity to make it a free game. And it is, surprisingly, and also Benny in the Ink Machine is joining on that. So I already have Into the Pit on Steam. I bought it when it came out, but I never played Benny in the Ink Machine, so expect a playthrough on that. I know, like I'm trying to like buy more games so I can play for you guys and stuff like that instead of this Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. So that is awesome for me and also for you guys. If you guys didn't know, I did make a let's play on Into the Pit, so please watch it when the game comes out. It means a lot. It is kind of old. It's like a year old, so it's not like the best like me talking and stuff like that because I was like very new still. But still watch it. It means a lot, you know. Sometimes it's good to watch old content from your favorite YouTubers. I almost said VTubers. I'm not no VTuber. Kinda not. But and we also got Bendy in the ink machine. And I never played Bendy. I only played that one like Holo mod that was popular a few like months ago, and it was very scary. So maybe it would be a good idea for me to play the main game and make videos off. But you guys can tell me that in the comments below if you want me to play and do a let's play on Benny in the ink machine. I know it has a fan base, and I'm very curious on trying out the game. But I'll only play it if you guys are actually interested in it. And that was all for the game news. I know some crazy stuff happened though with the Springtrap skin and Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit and Bendy being free on October 30th. But now let's jump into the movie news, which isn't that crazy this week, but there is still some pretty interesting stuff. So director Emma Tamni, I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me, further teases YouTube cameos in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yes, I do think you might be able to see a recognizable face or two. And now this is some big news. This is probably like the biggest news we have for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie of this week. What YouTuber was going to be appearing in the movie? I'm not sure that Markiplier was going to be in the movie because he is pretty busy. He did just get married in, you know, his movie Iron Lung. So maybe he's not going to make an appearance. Maybe he does. I'll be surprised. But I really want to see a Darko have a main appearance or like 8-Bit Wine or something like that. Those are the main FNAF YouTubers I watch, and I know they made a cameo in the previous movie, but it would be very interesting if they had it like MatPat had a war in like the Force movie where he's like a dino person basically. So I think that would be pretty cool if Darko or 8-Bit Wine had like a cameo like that, but I'm just hoping. But this is some pretty good news, so maybe your favorite YouTuber can actually make an appearance in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. And for the final thing of this week, the runtime for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has been listed at least for 1 hour and 44 minutes, 6 minutes shorter than the first film, which is kind of odd. I was hoping this movie was a little bit longer, but it's fine. Maybe to like fix some of the pacing issues the original did have. I do agree, the movie's not perfect, but it is my favorite movie, but like it does have some pacing issues. So let's see if this movie is a little bit better. But that is all for this week. I know, kind of a long video, but if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I do this every week, so if you guys like FNAF news and want to be reminded, please subscribe and like, and don't forget to hit the notification bells to get reminded of new videos. And thank you to my channel members, you can become a channel member for $1 or $5 and $10 a month, and it helps out a lot. But I'll see you guys in the next video.